And we're back to learning Gimp. Let me show you how you can create or simulate a body paint effect. First up, we'll start with an original and a texture. Set the blending mode for the texture to overlay and play around with the opacity. This one's fine. Let me make this invisible and we'll start on the original. I'll go over it using the Paths tool. I don't want to have the skin covered. You can, for example, just have the face. In this case, I also want to have the shoulders and a little bit of the upper body covered so that it's an entire body paint effect and not just a face paint effect. But for face paint effect, the same reasoning applies. When you reach the starting point, hold Ctrl, you can see the mode of the Paths tool switches from design to edit, and then left click on the first of these nodes and you can close your path. Now hover over the lines, left click drag to make them curved. I move around in the image with the spacebar and I zoom holding Ctrl using the mouse wheel. You can readjust these nodes by left clicking on them and dragging. And you also get these handles when you create a curve, left click drag to adjust the angle. If you're familiar with this, you can skip ahead. I'll create a time frame. But if you want to see it in detail, I'll leave it at the regular speed. Once you've got your selection done, right click and then select from path. I'll activate the move tool and you can see this our selection. I'll make the texture visible again, right click on it, add layer mask, selection is active, add. Afterwards select none or shift Ctrl A to deselect. This is what we've got. Obviously we need to improve the results a little bit. Number one is the eyes. Make sure that you're on your layer mask and not the layer. In the layers menu on the right hand side, use a paintbrush, make it black as a foreground color, increase the size. Or maybe I'll go down a little bit right here. Now I covered the eyes. And once again, I'm on the layer mask, not the layer. So usually you don't want your entire eyelids covered as well in this face paint or in this body paint. So you can paint over that as well as over the eyes to bring back the original color. Then we have to talk about the mouth. You certainly don't want to have that stuff on your teeth. And maybe you also want to keep the lips clean, so go over that as well. But I've seen people also adding it to the lips, so this is optional, but definitely you want to paint over your teeth. This already looks better, but the edges, they don't look natural, especially on top and where there's hair. But let me first also cover the earrings. You don't want to paint over them with the body paint, so you need to paint over it here on the layer mask using a black color. And now let's take care of the edges. We'll make it white and use a very small brush size. And now I randomly go over the edge like this. And this now looks way more natural. Let me check the ears. That's okay, we can keep that. Once you've got that done, you can still adjust the color. First up, colors, brightness and contrast. Make it darker, lighter, increase or reduce the contrast as needed. This is just personal choice, so you don't have to use the same values as me here. And once you've got that done, go to Hue and Saturation. Select the master channel in center, and then you can adjust via Hue the color. Keep in mind that I don't apply this to the layer mask, but to the layer again. So this affects now the entire color of the paint. I like this one a little bit more saturation. I go a little bit down with the lightness. And I confirm we are okay. And this is how you can add body paint to a photo using Gimp. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.